upstairs it was like 46, 47. So I rushed putting everything. And that's why the music was really loud, because I didn't realize that Cobus put it all the way fucking up. I made spring rolls, which isn't that long to do in as like a thing, but the thing is, I had this huge block of tofu, like big boy, and it was starting to go bad, so I was like, I need to eat it. Like, I've bought this and I haven't used it. I need to use it. So I made the entire block, so making all the spring rolls, and then I have also a little bowl with like just leftover ingredients while I'll just like cook more rice noodles and add like carrots, and then it'll be a thing. But yeah, it's like, oh, I ate so much. And I have so many leftovers because I have an entire plate of spring rolls in the fridge plus the bowl. So I'm like, oof. But yeah, took me a while to do all of them. Let me put the music back up a bit for you. Here you go. So yeah. Yeah, meal prep. But the issue is I don't like eating the same thing over and over again. So I worry. I hope I won't waste too much food, because that's the issue when I make too much, is like I don't like leftovers and I don't like reheating up food. Spring rolls are cold, so that's not an issue with reheating. But I have an issue reheating the same meal, again and again. Which is great, because that means I can never meal prep. I always have to make stuff fresh, so that's great. Except if I buy like something microwavable or whatever. Hi, Sunny! Good arrival to you! But yeah, so it's great because I can never really make, like, I can't like just take Sunday and like make food for the week, because I will not eat any of it if I do that. So it has its ups and its downs. My writing today has been ass. Salome, how are you today? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Writing comes and goes, it's fine. It's the writing we made along the way that matters. You know? I wore my only... Wait, here you go. Oh! Ah! Maëva! Si je me trompe pas, c'est Maëva, il me semble, Nameless, non? Ah, si c'est pas elle, je suis un peu... Mais bonjour Maëva! J'espère que t'amuses bien avec William. But yeah, I recognize usernames. I know who people are. I know my bestie's bestie. Yeah, and Zeke knows as well. Narmless or Maeva is one of Helene's other best friends that's spending the weekend with Helene right now. So I was like, wait, I know that name. Thank you for the follow. So sweet. But yeah. French jump scare. Yeah, I have to. When it's French people, I have to speak French a little bit. But yeah, that's my only, like, I should have worn this the other day when the like coming out video. You can tell I used this for art a lot. I always have a bit on the side as well that has like a bunch of paint and everything. But I should have worn this when they just came out, but I have been following Dan and Fell and watching their videos since probably like 2014, 2015. I'd say around those years. I speak English though, so no French jump scare anymore. Yeah, it's all good. Everyone's bilingual here. There's literally no native English speakers. It's just everyone that just ends up speaking English. Yeah, I don't know what's written on the shirt. Also, it's inverted, so you're going to struggle with that one. But yeah, it's a silent fill. And you can see there's faces on the bottom. And I used to have like a Danfield t-shirt. I used to have the fucking hoodie with the haircuts on it. I have the fucking Phil Lion hat on my door over there. I must have the llama hat somewhere hidden. You can't see because it's behind those books, but behind those books I have 2 cardboard shells of old advent calendars and the book, the amazing book is on fire. I had the haircut hoodie, and I mean sweatshirt technically because it doesn't have a hood, and I gave it away because I was tired of people saying saying it looked like eyebrows and shit, and I was like, okay. And I had a t-shirt for like the first tour, I think. I didn't go to the tour, but I had the t-shirt for it. I kind of regret giving away the t-shirt, but the rest I don't really regret. I might have had, I don't think I had any more stuff. But yeah, I thought I'd wear it as like a relic of the past. And of course I put like holes in the fucking thing. I cut it open so it's like more grungy or whatever. And I also cropped it. Oh, hello Samuel. Thank you for the follow. Is that, wait. Because I don't know. I know people's names and I know people's reputations, but I'm not as good as knowing people's significant others' names that I don't know firsthand. So I don't think it is, but it might be. I don't know. I'll ask a question later. Legit, it says Dan and Phil. Yeah. Oh, go get your prince. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ask Killing a question later. Because like the timing is sus. But I don't think so. But I don't remember names. It's fine. But yeah. And so I thought like to celebrate them finally being out about everything, just like wearing the fucking thing. Also have like, you can't see it because of the angle and everything, but I have an old like... Oh, I also had... Oh god, it's under a bunch of stuff. This notebook, which says cat whiskers come from within. So, which I used as a school notebook for a while. And I have behind me a big like drawing, you know, pocket thing where you put papers and stuff. And when you go to art school, you need those because they're really big. There's Dan and Phil stickers on that one. I also, did I have other stuff? I think that's around the amount of merch I got for Dan and Phil back in the day. And I think that's more than enough. But yeah, and I was so sad because I went to the Dan and Phil website to see if they had merch and stuff. More recent merch that I liked. Because I had looked at the more recent like merch drops and such. And I was like, it's not my favorite thing, or like it's too expensive. And the Daniel Howell hoodie, that's like all written in like metal script. I was like, ooh, that's kind of nice. And it was on sale, and I was like, ooh, that's really nice because that's really cheap. And it was on sale, but it was already out of stock, so I couldn't get it. So I was a bit sad about that, but it's okay. Why do I have 2 holes in this bucket, in this thing? Why do I have one here as well? It's fine. But yeah, so I couldn't get it sadly, but it's fine. Happens, you know. But yeah. Would it shock you to hear I had a crush on Dan growing up? Would it shock you to hear I also had a crush on Dan growing up? And kinda still do. He's still in the celebs crushes. Still works. Oh, and I had posters as well. I had posters of Dan and Phil, obviously. Here. Sorry. Wrong one. This one. Here we go. Yeah. Hidden could tell you about that. I was so annoying back in the day. Here we go. But yeah, and I had posters as well. But yeah, I kind of wanted to get like a more recent merch stuff. But I couldn't because, yeah. There wasn't anything else that I liked on the merch shop. Maybe I'll try to see, because I like the Hard Launch podcast. I do like the logo for that. So if they will do merch for that. I'll see if there's anything I'm interested in. Because the only other stuff would be interested in is like the jacket for the tours they did recently. The Bad Influence tour. Not Bad Influence. Terrible Influence. Terrible Influence store because it spells tit. but it's like $100. So I was like, I like the jacket, but I don't like it that much. I was always a casual viewer. That doesn't surprise me. Me and you with similar tastes since times immemorial. Cliff some middle. Yeah. The like emo guys, we had the same taste with that group, for sure. Which is very funny. Also makes sense. But yeah. Where's my stuff? It's here. Great. Oh, okay. Great. Here we go. What was I going to say? But yeah, and so I'll be on the watch for merch, probably. Because there was some stuff I was like, that's fine, but that's not like my taste, or yeah. Or like I like it, but I don't like it enough to spend that amount of money on it. But I'm excited for the hard launch, which someone has noticed, and it's very true. Hard launch initials is HL, like Howell Lester, which is really cute. But yeah, I'm excited for this new chapter of Dan and Phil, and I'm excited because I have been watching them for a very long time. I kind of took breaks, like when they did the hiatus, I kind of stopped watching them because I was mostly watching Dan and the gaming channel. So of course, you know, when those two things stopped posting, I kind of stopped watching. I watched a little bit of Phil videos, but not that much, and or like if there was Dan in some of the videos or whatever, but I wasn't like watching as much, and like even the end of the gaming channel I kind of stopped watching. And then when they relaunched the gaming channel, I watched quite a lot, but not like I watched every single thing, and then I got a little tired of some of the stuff. Like I was like, okay, this one I know I won't like, and this one I know I like, and whatever. And like recently I kind of had stopped watching them, just like, you know, rotation stuff. But like this is definitely going to make me rewatch them. Like watching all the fucking old ass edits and everything, it's like all the new edits. And also they're launching a podcast, and I'm very happy about that, because I'm always kind of on the hunt for like that kind of podcast where it's just people that speak, that I like the people that are speaking in, and yeah, and I find interesting just in general, and I'm not just bored, or the people don't start having like not great opinions about things. So that one I know I'll be like, okay, those people have good ethics, or at least should be having good ethics. I should be safe, and I know I like the personalities, so I'll start listening to that for sure. Because I don't travel that often, but when I do travel, I need to have like a few podcasts lined up. And I was like, oh no, the next time I need to take the train, I don't have shit, so good to have in my back pocket. And also I like listening to podcasts in general. And the one that I was listening to, which was, I forgot the name of it, but the podcast that Jacksepticeye did with Ethan Nestor. Brain Leak. It was called Brain Leak. I was listening to that, but then they stopped making it, and also they had started to be like really, really like, on one hand being like, we don't really do that seriously, but on the other hand, we really do make it a side hustle with like lots of ads and shit, and I was like, getting a bit tired of that, and I really don't listen to any fiction podcast at the moment. Like I just kind of died out of that phase. I think partly because once you watch like that the kind of content which I was watching, which was D&D podcasts usually. Once you start like watching that kind of content instead of just listening in, I feel like it's really hard to go back to podcast only, because like, well, I could see their faces when they make like great decisions or bad decisions or whatever. So like I still usually, like, I don't listen or watch that kind of content that much anymore anyway. In general, like I have one that I watch and I am very excited because they just continued their campaign yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So I'm waiting for the VOD to drop so I can watch it. VODs actually, because usually they do it in multiple parts. But yeah, so I can watch the new first episode of the new season. So I'm very excited about that. And all the ones I used to watch, I don't really watch anymore. Or like I had such a big phase with like TTRPG podcasts and TTRPG real play content that like I just got too much and I couldn't watch any anymore. When I had Dropout, like I watched too much of it and then I was like, ugh, okay, I'm fine. I don't need that anymore. I watched enough. I'll probably get back into it at some point. Like I am tempted to start watching the new Critical Role because Brennan's DMing it, but we'll see. Like on Dropout at some point I was only just watching the game shows and not really doing anything else on it. Up. Yeah. Especially since like a lot of mainly the CTRPG podcasts are high fantasy like universes and such. It's really hard for me to be into it because I'm like, I have a hard time with high fantasy. You meet in a tavern, leave me alone. Which is kind of funny because the only one I'm now listening to is a high fantasy one as well. But it's very, like, it is very much like Dungeons and Dragons. Like they have Battle Gates elements and stuff, but the players aren't like the most into high fantasy, I feel like. Or like if they are, they're like not into high fantasy RP that much, so it like the tone isn't like high fantasy, which is great for me. Which you could do the argument that like, yes, that's most of the, pretty much all of the D20 podcasts are that, and I agree, but also if it's always the same person you're watching play, even if like the cast changes and stuff, it stays kind of like the same flavor for me, Dropouts. But yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably do some fan art for the new episode when I listen to it, when I watch it. I'm annoyed because I think I got some stuff spoiled and I saw some people making fan art, which, because a lot of people make the art as they listen, which is very valid, but I couldn't because I was busy doing some Ace Attorney, and then I saw it and I was like, don't spoil me, leave me alone. Because it's going to be on Thursdays now. Before it was on Sundays. Up. Yeah, I need to erase that one. Thank you, Discord, for telling me I'm streaming. I wasn't aware. God, I'm glad I finished making food and eating and stuff earlier than I thought I would. Because, like, I did think, I was like, oh, I should send a message being like, I'm going to be late. And then I was like, oh, actually, I was fine. But for a second there, I was like, I'm so not going to be able to make it on time. Up. Did I do some on the color? I don't think usually those kind of things also have the line on the color, so I think I'm safe not putting them. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll give a beige one rather. This looks nice on the like kind of a light beige color. Do you have light beige color in yours? Listen, you can have a. You're allowed to have a color scheme, dude. I think I'll do the pants like a dark blue, that'll be nice. Because the pants are brown in the other outfit, it's fine. Please, thank you. Hop là. Yeah, I need to do that here too. And put that in the normal line art as well. Okay, hop là. I was like, wait, did I forget the thing? No, it's fine. Up. The hand, like that. Yippee. And this hand too. Hopla. Wait, didn't I? Oh yeah, and I didn't. Ugh. Okay. Forgot to do that. Okay, I'll do that now. I was like, I changed the color for the line art for this. Yep, we did. Okay. Up. Copy. Paste. Go. Oopsie. Go. Okay. Now. And take this. Change all of that. Up and this. Here we go. Okay. And then up. Same thing here. Time. Up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Always end up having to change, of course, the post. I'm like, what color will I fuck up? The one that's really annoying to fix. That will be fun. Yeah, I didn't do some guys for that. I don't have them all yet, but I'm getting a bit too good at being able to recognize the themes from Date Everything's characters I have in the playlist. I'm like, yeah, this is Stepford's theme. I look to the side, it is Stepford's theme. I'm like, nice. And to be fair, a lot of them have very like characteristic elements that are like, okay, I am aware of who that is. Bit darker. Yeah, good, good. One day I'll have access to the fucking games chat in the Discord. One day I'll be able to decipher what's in there. One day I'll be allowed. No. I'm like, there's so much now. The thing is, like, I'm going to have to go back so much to get to be like, okay, since the start, what was all of this? Seriously. Why would I want it to be all small in the corner like that? I learned a new dog whistle today. It was someone explaining the dog whistle and being like, hey, by the way, this is a dog whistle, don't use it, blah blah blah. At least not don't use it, but because it's one of those where it's like in context kind of thing. It was like, in that kind of context, don't use this because it is a dog whistle. Not even saying that in the video, but just like in general, explaining where it comes from and why it's a dog whistle and such. It's always so tiring because people in the comments are all like, oh yeah, you're reaching and whatever, and it's like, congrats, you've discovered what a dog whistle is and how it works, and the fact that they choose those things to be dog whistles is because it's unlikely that people will realize they are, and people that are not part of those communities, or even some people that are part of those communities, will be like, hey, by the way, this is a dog whistle. People that aren't will be, oh well, that seems far-fetched, so I'm not going to believe you because you seem crazy right now. Like, congrats, you've literally understood why they choose those dog whistles. Which was tiring, to say the least, but not surprising. It's always interesting though to learn new ones because then it's easier to spot them. Because it was one that I had never heard about before in like I had seen assholes use that kind of like speech and such, or like say that, but I never like clicked two and two together that it was dog whistle and that was what it meant and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's a very like well used phrase as well, so it's like even more like people just say this. It's like, yeah, but if you say it in this very particular context, you know, it's kind of like the person that made that video also made a video being like, yeah, to explain context and dog whistles and why it's so important. Also made a video being like, yeah, if someone has 88 in their username, but they're clearly just someone that was born in 1988, that's not a dog whistle. But if they have other stuff and what they say is very fascist leaning, that is a dog whistle. It's all in context. It's all made to look innocuous and easily hideable so that people don't see them. The dog whistle in that context that she was talking about was when people in comment sections and stuff put well. It's usually used against Jewish people and black people, and I've seen people in comments also say that like a lot of Asian people have gotten it apparently. And it's basically a way to be like, oh, I was surprised, this. And it's just a lot of like passive aggressivity and very much used to demean and just attack those minorities. The example that the person gave was, so she's a business owner. She has a shop and stuff, an online shop. I don't remember what I think she sells teas and stuff like that. And she like made a post about having a sale on her website and such, and like the comments were like filled with people being like, well, a Jewish person wanted to make money, without the second part of the comment, you know. But that's a good thing to keep in mind. And that one is like a lot of people said, is quite insidious, because that's also just something that people use without at all it supposing to be dog whistly. That's also the whole point. So, you know, because a lot of people were like, oh, but like my favorite like villain monologue had that in it, or oh, I wanted to make my D&D character say that for this office or whatever. It's like, it's all about context. If it's not in a context in which it's like bigotry, it's fully fine to say well, but now you know that some people associated with that use it for this reason. Yep. Kind of the same with everything. There's been a big week in that regard, in between that and, I mean, that one wasn't like, it's not like a video that exploded or anything, but between that video and you know, the Taylor Swift necklace. God, I'm glad she took it out, but it shouldn't have been there in the first place. At least it was quicker than the like Harry Styles one, that the Harry's House merch. That took a while before it was taken down. Welcome back, Sunny. How was the prince? Did they turn out good? I saw you put the entire process on how you make your molds and stuff. Not molds, but your figures and stuff on Insta. It was really interesting. Now on to more, of course, of course. Always more, always more. With such a popular business such as yours, such a successful business. Some people ordered a lot this week, so I wonder why. Yeah, I bet you got a lot to catch up on. I wonder why people might have ordered a bit more from you recently. Such a mystery, right? Yeah, it was days after, but you know. Didn't you also just got a new collection out as well? So like the merging of both, I'm sure. At least partly, I'm sure, was the result. Yeah, you got a few. Yeah, I'm sure like the new pets plus the quote-unquote drama, I'm sure made a lot. Hi, Toshi. I'm sure made people be like, I should order from Sunny. Burp greeting, yeah. Yeah, it's around the same thing. I should take from another one actually, because yeah, that'd be better. So I can have the 4-round as well. Ah, fuck. You can show a sketch? Ooh. For the pet of next month? Ooh. I'm getting exclusives. That's true privilege, you know? That's the true privilege of having like artist friends, is you get to see their shit in advance. Zeke got to see all of the Luke illustrations in advance because I wanted to, because I kept ranting about it, and I was like, I can spoil those for you because they're like the you character, so I'm allowed to. I'm letting myself, but now that I'm finished with them, I can't like spoil anything more. So I just like look at my illustrations and I'm sad all alone. Yeah, Glix privileges, let's go. Because like I want people to get surprises when they do the game, so I don't want to spoil everything for everyone. So I'm like, I should find one friend to spoil the illustration per love interest. Oh yeah, I didn't do that. Take your time, you're good. You're good, you're good. So, okay, up. I should, yeah, I'll probably put like the turned around sleeve a bit lighter, because usually the inside of the jackets are a bit lighter. Up. Also, I've realized that depending on the character you romance, it looks like we're not in the same season, but that's okay. Some people just, you know, some people are warmer, some people are colder, it's okay. Some people have very warm clothes, some people have tank tops, and I think that's fine. It's all about mood. Oh, so cute. That's so cute. I love the accessories you've drawn around. That's so smart. That works so well. Absolutely adorable. Very, very cute. And some, I like Geo, who needs AC 24/7. That's such an American thing. Oh, spacing. Oh, that's going to be so cute with that added on. So cute. Excited to see the final product. Some people are like my mom are cold all the time, and some like Geo need AC 24/7. Yeah, my mom is cold all the time, but hers because she doesn't move as much, so she gets cold easy, and I get warm really easily. I don't need AC on 24/7 because I'm, you know, European. The Europeans that do have ACs hate when the ones that don't are like, we don't have AC, because they're like, I do. But I personally don't, and I don't know anyone that has AC. But yeah, I'm warm all the time, so it sucks. And it's cold all the time, which is a great combo to have in one house when you're not the one with the thermostats. It's like a myth or the truth that men run warmer. It's true. It's a testosterone thing. When you get on T, you can have, which is something I had actually, but I had it before I took testosterone, so I don't know if it actually did that. But when you get on T, you can get like hot flashes because of it. Because of your body like adapting and such. But yeah, testosterone make you run warmer. Having AC is bourgeois, it really is. I wish I had it in summer, but also it really is. But yeah, it is a real thing. It's from just, I don't know the logic behind the science, but I know the scientist does this. Yeah, I've talked about it a bunch before, but I personally have like the self temp regulation of like an asthmatic hedgehog, so so I don't self-regulate really well. So I just like get very warm, and then I have to like wait 30 minutes for my body to get back to a normal temp whenever I like go into a place that's like warmer than where I was before. Or like if I've walked a while, and when I walk usually I like speed walk a little bit. So when I get back inside and I stop my body, it's all of a sudden like really fucking warm. And I just have to wait for a bit to be like, ugh. I need the warmth to incubate sperm. Oh god. I mean, kinda. Your body needs to be at a certain temp. So that's half true, I'm sure. I'm sure there's some truth to that, actually. But yeah. You are a genius, I agree. It's kind of also true when you stop testosterone. Like, I've seen... when you stop testosterone, you can also have hot flashes because your body doesn't fucking know what's happening. But I've also seen trans women talk about the fact that once they started like estrogen and progesterone and such, they were like a lot colder. They were like, I am so cold now. I need blankets all the time when I used to wear shorts in winter. It's like, welcome to the life. But it's very like person to person as well. Like I haven't felt like that much of a difference, to be completely honest, because like I said, like my thermometer, my inside thermometer was already broken anyways. So it's harder, you know, to really see how different the thing would have been. Like I remember when I was in art school, the art school I went to that was in the city I'm in right now, before I went to the one where I moved for it, so the one I did like my preparation year with, I remember it was really warm inside the school during winter. We're in the north, so it's colder outside, you know. And whenever I'd come from like outside to inside the school in the winter, when I walked to school and then got into school, I would like usually sit down in front of the room we were supposed to have class in, because, you know, I was usually early, so I would just like wait in front for a little bit until like they opened and like let us in. And always, I remember so like vividly in that fucking corridor that every day I would go there, sit on the ground in my coat and shit, because like I couldn't really like take out my clothes, or like just take out my coat and whatever, and I would like just profusely sweat for like 10 minutes until like my body regulated to how warm it was inside that school, and then I'd be fine. But I remember there was always like these like 10 minutes where I was like just so warm and like just sweating profusely. And that was before I was on testosterone, I'd like to say. This was before. So this wasn't like a result of testosterone. I was like that before. So that's why like when I got on T, I don't think I noticed that much of a difference, because my body was already doing shit like this. So if I got hot flashes because of T, I didn't notice them, because I would get hot flashes before as well. But same like now when I come back from groceries, since I'm outside and it's incredible, less warm than inside. It's not to that point, but usually like I need to like be in shorts and like a t-shirt for a little bit until like I'm reacclimate to how warm it is inside, and then I go back to normal clothes for whatever the weather is. But usually like I need like a little bit of time. Do you know what my body does? I don't actually. Would love to know if you want to share. Oh no, you are allergic to sunshine. Whenever I feel the rays of the sun on me, or like a norm or whatever, I sneeze. I feel too warm, I sneeze. I get cold, I sneeze. Okay, you just sneeze all the time then, okay. Sounds fun. Oh, boo boo. Sneeze at every temp change. Oh, I see, okay. Temperature change, achoo. Human thermometer by sneeze. That's very funny. God, what a duo. To be honest, I don't know if I'm allergic to sun too, because I get bumps sometimes. I mean, that's possible. That's also possible. But yeah, I had a friend in art school that like anytime, because we had this big corridor, basically that was like the center of the school was this big corridor. Then you had all the classrooms on the side, and you had like two corridors adjacent, kind of like doing a cross, but there was like the huge main corridor. And the main corridor had like the front of the school was all like glass, so like the sun came in like this. And like anytime we'd go to the corridor, it was like really sunny and outside, she would sneeze, which was a little funny. Suffix was kind of just like that, but no, you just sneeze every time there's a temp change, which is a bit different. Yeah, a little bit, because she would only sneeze like with the sun, but not with the rest of the temp changes. I don't discriminate. That's good, that's good. As you should. Nice. Have fun completing the sketch. God, with the dating sim illustration, it's such a like. Gotta buy more resin like right now. Let's go. Yeah, it's. I think it's a good thing to not forget. I agree. With the dating sim stuff, I'm like illustrations. I'm always like, ugh, because there's some I really like that I've done. There's some I really hate, and I'm like, ugh, I need to finish everything and then see if I want to redo some of them, because I can't just like redo everything I don't like slightly. I need a little bit of like looking back at it to then choose if I want to redo them or not. And parts of the ones I really don't like are the ones I did on stream for the intro ones. I'm like, I could do so much better than that. So we'll see if I keep those ones or if I change them a bit. Okay, I'll do that and I'll make the color inside lighter. Because there's always like different levels of being happy with an illustration or not, and there's to be happy with an illustration or not, and there's illustrations where I'm like, I'm not 100% happy with it, but I'm fine, like I'll be okay. And there's one where I'm like, I really don't like this. So there's like a gap for sure for those. Where I'm like, I should redo them. And I think for the intro ones, I do like Luke's still. But the other three, I'm like, I want to redo that. So I'll see if like once I'm done with the rest, I'm like, okay, let's go. Or if I'm like, no, actually they're fine, and I was just like being harsh on myself. I'll see. It's mostly the colors that I have I mean the composition I have an issue with as well, but mostly the colors, because I think they're too... Like, yes, they're in like a dark environment and stuff, but they're too grey. Especially since there's the first illustrations, like players would see them like, I don't know if I want that to be the first stuff, you know. I feel like we don't get Holy stream often. The music that's right now playing, and like we don't hear that one often on stream, I feel like. God, because I use the Dan and Phil, Dan and Phil games, Dan and Phil beats, sorry, background music so often. Whenever I watch a Dan and Phil video now, was I put that music in the background, because that's like kind of like the original goal, was so they could have their own like stuff in the background. I get so, it's so weird in my head, because I'm like, I feel like I'm streaming, but I'm not, obviously, because I'm watching someone else's content. And it's a very weird mental gymnastic now. The Ace Attorney music is fine, because like, I have it linked to Ace Attorney before I have it linked to stream. But specifically, and most of the rest of the musics as well, like the sorry, Love and Deep Space music, the Hoyoverse music, all that are musics that like I have linked to what they are before I link them to my stream. So in my head I'm like, I'm fine, that's not my stream, whatever. But the Dan and Phil music I never listened outside of stream or heard outside of stream much, and I like added it to the stream playlist the second it was out. So like whenever I hear it I'm like, this is weird. And it's like it's not music that I hear often, because I just hear it on stream or if I watch Dan and Phil videos. So it's always like a little bit of like, what is this in my head? I always have like a little bit of like uneasiness that needs to go away before I can watch the video in peace. Just need to write something down. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Get back to bed, that will be enough. Get back before the bed I'm done. Back to sleep, meaning that done. And I'm going back to sleep. Best of wives and best of women. God, I saw a clip from Lofi's, I think, concert in New York, and Lin-Manuel Miranda was there, and they did that song. She made him come on stage to do that part of the song, and I was like, oh, well, okay. Great for y'all. I love the joke of people, like, whenever there's someone that's really, like, doing a lot all around except what you'd expect them to do, like, a lot of content creators kind of have that, or some people that, like, would be working now more behind the scenes, being producers or working on new stories, but you haven't seen, like, make content in a while. Either that be like filmmakers or actors or whatever. I love the meme of people being like, he's doing so many random side quests. He's doing all of the random side quests right now. I love the energy of, like, doing all of the side quests of your life. I think it's such a funny meme. Every day I sadly mourn the fact that there's not all of the Eastern music I had on my Spotify playlist on Cobas. So the stream is a lot less Eastern pilled now, and I think that's slightly a crime. I saw someone joke the other day that the entire cast of Pirates of the Caribbean have like ended badly, politics and just personality-wise when you consider the actors, and that made me very glad that I never watched those movies. Like I was attached to some of the cast through other means, but like that makes me very glad I didn't have that phase. Because I'm like, at least I don't have to desacralize something. That's fine. I'm sure there's fucking documents in the Pentagon that aren't as censored as my games chat right now. In my Discord. Ah. That's fuck who's Dasha, yes. God. Twice this week I've been accused of being mean when actually I was just being genuine about something. I think maybe I should stop being mean to people. to Zeke, because then it's like, you mean this? And I'm like, no. I was genuinely thinking about something very different. For once I wasn't mocking you. I promise. It's happened twice this week, so I'm like, I need to slow down on the vicious mockery. I'm back, gotta start doing all formal shits I was calling legal before. Oh, I hope that went well, because that's stressful. That's stressful. I'm stressed, but I can't run anymore. That sounds like someone who's evading their taxes. Proud of you. So I get that I have phone calls. You never hear that from me. No, never. I have one specific phone call actually I need to do and I haven't done, and I'm pretty sure I've been needing to do it for more than a year. It's not something that has a time technically, but also it would be better if I just did it. But I don't know when that will happen. We shall see. But I'm so glad everything's dematerialized, because god, if I need to call people for shit, I would be not doing great. Yeah, I won't do the lines because I already have one outfit where I need to do the lines for the fucking top, so I'm not doing that again. Okay. Going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. In and beak. Up. Up. No. That's what I wanted to show. This. Yes. Why is that it on? Oh, okay, it's just my own screen. Okay. So that I know if I need to cut it afterwards or not, but no, it's fine. God. Thanks, Sunny. Okay. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, is a neutral. Happy. Disappointed. Please. Angry and blushed. So far happy. Disappointed. Angry. And blush. Here we go. It's so satisfying because now I have all of them. Like, this is all the sprites in one image, which is very fun. I mean, I haven't finished the Aspen ones, of course, but very satisfying to see they can, like, all be in one thing. That's not the thing I've been working on. Yay, GG. Sometimes I get sent something and I see the caption it's been sent with and I'm like, this is going to be such bullshit. Can't tell in advance. Okay. Stability at day 2 by accident. Ah, fuck. I feel so old now. I'm waiting for a response from a seller to buy alcohol for the figures. Why is that making you feel old? It's like I make calls and send money. God, I mentioned. Ah, I see. No. I think whole nature of your business and why you even need to like be making calls and buy the alcohol and stuff should make you feel more youthful. All for some cute 5 cm animals. Exactly. I love when you send someone an argument for something and the person is like, I'm part of the minority you talked about. I'm like, yeah, me too. That doesn't change the fact that the argument I sent you is right. Ugh. There was someone that was like, on a video about something. What argument? There was someone that was like, Harry Potter isn't transphobic, J.K. Rowling is. And I was like, both are, because J.K. Rowling put her views in Harry Potter, and Harry Potter has transphobic stuff because J.K. Rowling is transphobic. Like, one is the other. And the person just replied saying, I'm trans. I'm like, yeah, me too. What? Doesn't change what I said. And that doesn't, like, you saying I'm trans doesn't change what I'm saying or reply to my argument of J.K. Rowling's transphobic views are in Harry Potter. Imagine not being in my life. Yeah, and also just like, it doesn't matter if you're trans or not, because like, my argument is the same. Just like saying I'm trans doesn't like give a response to saying, hey, J.K. Rowling's transphobic views are in Harry Potter. Like, that doesn't. So I don't think it matters. Like, I personally don't know if there was transphobic stuff in it. Don't doubt it. But like, it doesn't matter if she's involved. She made it. Yeah. I agree with that. But it was more because like that was the point of that specific person. Because basically it was in reply to a video of someone saying, oh yeah, Harry Potter is transphobic. Like, that was the full context of the thing. And so the point of being like, yeah, but Harry Potter isn't transphobic. J.K. Rowling, yeah, no, Harry Potter is also transphobic, by the way. You shouldn't support it because J.K. Rowling, and also there is transphobia in there. But yeah, the also, if it wasn't transphobic, you still shouldn't like get it because she's involved in it. It's more like the double thing of, and it is actually transphobic as well. Have you heard of a little someone called Rita Skeeters? Yeah, it's a lot of things that you don't realize when you're reading the book, especially when you're younger and shit. And then you see stuff later on and you're like, huh. Ew. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, just replying, not replying, knows it's like, even if it's not an argument because you're not actually argumenting anything, just saying no it's not would have been better. Just saying no, there's no transphobia in Harry Potter, or like, what transphobia is there in Harry Potter? Just saying I'm trans, it's like, cool. Do you want a medal? Same. It sucks for both of us. It doesn't change anything. It has happened to me like multiple times, having like stuff like that while arguing with people online. People being like, oh, I'm part of that minority, by the way, and I have to be like, do you want a cookie? Because I'm too. Because I wouldn't be arguing that point if I wasn't. I mean, I don't only like argue for minorities I am a part of, but I am for sure a lot more confident when it comes to minorities I'm a part of because I know my shit. Ah, nice. GG. And like, yeah, I guess, you know, they expected to be the only one in with the authority, so yeah, probably. I don't know if, because my bio on a lot of social media is very trans as well as gay. Oh yeah, it's not on my TikTok. So, but my two first posts are are like about me being trans. So I guess you could also just guess from that. But yeah. God, I love when people are like, it's like even more painful those kind of arguments when the person is like being a bigot towards their own identity. It's like, I'm this and I don't think this is bad. It's like, congrats. Like, how does the boot taste, anyways? Like, that one isn't the worst because it's just saying like, oh, so the work isn't, but she is. It's not like saying she isn't at all. But it's still wrong. Congrats on your self-hatred. I have it too. Oh, it's kind of the energy, honestly. And I need a lighter green thing because I deleted all of it, so I need to go get it on the other thing. Did I tell you enjoyed? Yeah, you told me you're doing Homestuck cosplay for Halloween. You didn't show me, no, but you told me before when you were getting back into Homestuck when there was the announcement and everything. Yeah, show me. yeah, because I did that, so yeah. Makes sense. I need to re-copy and paste. Yeah, sending you luck, people. Hope it all goes well. Ugh. tough times. Yeah. God, my mom keeps having issues with the TV. Basically, it just does a weird thing where she can't see it correctly or whatever. Like, it's just like the menu is like over the broadcast, so she can't see the broadcast correctly. And my dad's solution to that, because he's not here right now, is just to like be like, oh yeah, restart the TV box and the internet box. And I don't know how to do it, because I mean, I know how to restart the boxes, but I don't know how to correct that issue, because I don't use the TV ever. And so she's doing that pretty much every day now, which is great for me, because I'm just doing my stuff and then no more internet, and I'm like, amazing. So I went downstairs earlier and I was like, please just tell me when you're about to cut the internet, because like I'm doing stuff, so it's not great, you know. Thankfully, like she shouldn't be doing it around the hours when I stream, but you know, I'm guessing that's why yesterday maybe we had an issue. Not yesterday, but 2 days ago, during the guitar stream. That might have been why that cut. Well, if you die, we know why. Yeah, it shouldn't happen because she goes in bed early. So like when I stream, she's in bed. But like, gotta hope I don't have a call in the afternoon, because it's had a bunch of things happening. No, it's fine. Don't have to apologize for that. Maybe she has an urge at 3 AM or something. Goodbye, Evan. No, you'd be safe because she does wake up at 3 AM. But first of all, I'm not streaming at 3 AM usually. And second of all, she'll put the radio on and not the TV, so blessed be. We'll be safe. Yeah, she wakes up around 3 or 4, depends on the day, honestly. But then she goes back to sleep a bit later and then re-wakes around 8, I think. Because she has hard time sleeping. So she goes to sleep like really early, then wakes up around those times and then goes back to sleep. Which is great for me, because it means if I want to have like food a bit later, like after stream, I have to make sure I go at a certain time, because she could be there if I take too much time. And I don't want to have the conversation of, oh my god, you can't sleep every night, so I just don't go. Yeah, if it works for her, I guess. Well, I hope so. Yep. Okay, I'll just do the last one, so that way we have done with the happy ones as well. Yeah, and she also usually takes a nap in the afternoon, so you know, it all evens out. But yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, why is it not erasing? But yeah, usually around 3, 4, she'll go downstairs and blast the radio and like drink coffee and just do whatever she does for a little bit, which is, I'm guessing, listening to the radio. And then she goes back up. Oh, and she has like a half breakfast thing usually, because if I go downstairs after she woke up, usually there's like half eaten food on the table that she then finishes later. Up. It is kind of funny though that my parents that like have known me my entire life still get surprised that I have insomnia. My dad, I think, is like kind of just whatever with it now, because I've talked about it a few times, but my mom is always like bewildered. I'll be like, yeah, I've had insomnia since I was like 4 years old. And she sees me like being awake at night and she's like, you're not sleeping? You haven't slept yet? And I'm like, no. I've been awake way later since way long. Why are you surprised? Ok. Hop là. Ok. 8, 3. And with that, all of the happy sprites are also done. So, today I did all of the neutral sprites and all of the, I finished because I had started the neutral sprites, but finished the neutral sprites, did all of the happy sprites. So, if it's that fast next time, I'll do the disappointed angry ones. If it's just a bit slower, I'll do the disappointed ones. But with that speed, honestly, we'll be done with Aspen in no time. But I might change a few things from the sprites that I saw. So I'm like, maybe I should modify a few things to complexify the design a bit. Maybe more detail work than anything, so I can tell off stream. But yeah, so tomorrow we have Celeste. Tomorrow it's strawberry time. Hopefully, I don't know how long the hotel is, but hopefully we can finish the hotel next time tomorrow. Ooh, that was theme. Yay! Strawberry, yay! And then Sunday, always co-working. But yeah, I'm going to be going now. Thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow for Celeste. Bye-bye!